Two breaking updates have stirred the Eagles fan base and raised some eyebrows. One involves a familiar face who wore the green for years and might be making a return to the roster. The other? A surprising twist about the upcoming season that could seriously complicate the team's path to a repeat. And even with stars like A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Jahan Dotson, there's something looming that has fans on edge. What's coming is a mix of surprises, tough decisions, and big-time pressure. If you're a true Eagles fan, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. Let's get into it. The Eagles are rolling into training camp as the reigning champs with 89 dudes under contract. But don't let the hardware fool you. This squad's still looking to tighten things up, especially at wide receiver. A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith are one of the nastiest duos in the league, no question. But once you get past them, and even Jahan Dotson, who's expected to be the WR3, the depth chart turns into a big ol' mystery box. Now, there's buzz around rookie Johnny Wilson and his massive frame and potential, but he's still a project. So if Philly's looking to pad that receiver room with a guy who's been there, done that, how about a little throwback reunion? Enter Greg Ward. Yup, the same Greg Ward who turned in a solid run with the Eagles from 2017 to 2023, especially when he stepped up from 2019 to 2021. He even spent last season with the Colts before hopping over to the UFL's San Antonio Brahmas, where he snagged 17 catches for 116 yards. This wouldn't be uncharted territory for Philly. They've dipped into spring football leagues plenty of times before. Guys like Deon Cain, Austin Watkins, Charleston Rambo, Lance Lenoir, and Charles Johnson all got looks. But let's be real. Ward's the only one who actually carved out a real role, suiting up for 40 games and hauling in 88 catches for 768 yards and 10 scores. Not bad for a guy who started out as a QB in college. Ward's never been the burner who'll torch you deep, but what he brings is reliability. He knows the playbook, he's a sure-handed target in the short game, and most importantly, he's in game shape after a 7-game UFL season. If injuries start piling up, or if some of those unknowns behind Dotson don't pop, Ward's the kind of steady veteran presence who can slide in and get it done without the Eagles missing a beat. And if that already had fans buzzing, the second update that just dropped brings even more tension, and it might completely shift the Eagles' outlook for the season. So here's the deal with the Eagles heading into 2025. Their biggest problem isn't a shaky roster or coaching drama, it's the dang schedule. And it's brutal, like slap you in the face with a brick tough. Carl Rasmussen from Sports Illustrated pointed it out plain and simple. Philly's got one of the nastiest slates in the league, and there's not much anyone, players, coaches, or front office, can do about it. The defending champs are walking into the season with the 4th hardest strength of schedule. That means they're up against teams who combined for a .571 win percentage last year. On top of that, the schedule gods gave them 0 back-to-back home games all season. None. Zip. Nada. But wait, there's more. Twice this season, the Birds got to hit the road for 2 straight games. That's a recipe for exhaustion late in the year when the margin for error gets razor thin. Post-Week 9 bye, the Eagles' path turns into a real-life NFL gauntlet. They've got 5 matchups against 2024 playoff squads down the stretch, and 2 clashes with division foe Washington in the final 3 weeks. Oh, and sure, they'll be in the national spotlight plenty during the closing stretch, but that's a double-edged sword when you're getting battle-tested week after week. Now let's be real. Philly's been here before. In 2023, they exploded out of the gate before falling apart late. But in 2024, they flipped the script, started slow, finished strong, and hoisted the Lombardi. So which version do we get in 2025? That's the mystery. Experts are cautiously optimistic, pegging the Eagles for around 10 or 11 wins. But fans know what really matters. Just get into the postseason. Because once January hits, this squad flips a switch and plays like their hair's on fire. Tough schedule or not, nobody wants to face the champs when it's win or go home. The roster looks ready, but not everything is under their control. Details like these can be the difference between a historic run or a season full of setbacks. If you liked the video, hit that subscribe button and stay locked in for everything Eagles.